Peter hates all rappers from Westchester.
Actually, I really want to get there's a Westchester legend I really want to get on the show. I reached out to him yesterday. Really want to get him. But the person who left the comment that fucking annoyed me was Pete Rock, right? So we told the story on the Patreon of Pete Rock leaves the comment, and then I reach out to Pete on the phone, on text, and he gives me a whole, I don't know who the fuck this is. Fuck you, you piece of shit. I'm not Pete Rock. Bullshit. It was Pete Rock, but it's all good. Listen, we'll make up one day. I'm sure he'll at some point come to his senses. But then, Cipha, I am so stupid that the other day, Grand Puba posted a picture of Kanye, and his caption was something like, same shit. I can't remember the words, but basically the vibe that he was throwing down with the caption was essentially, the vibes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't shit changed. Maybe it was that.
Yeah,
and it's him and Kanye dapping up. And I did not like that. And I wrote unfollow.
Wait, it looks like it's been taken down.
He deleted the post.
Oh.
Yeah, he deleted the post. So
okay.
Now maybe.
So you said unfollow.
I wrote unfollow. That's it. Just unfollow. I didn't say fuck you, you piece of shit. I used to love.
That's what unfollow means. But yeah, go ahead.
No, is that true?
Yes.
Unfollow means fuck you, you're a piece of shit.
Yes.
No. Unfollow means you're saying shit I cannot fuck with. I'm out.
So write mute. Just write mute.
Unfollow, you're saying, is more.
Did you unfollow him?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I unfollowed him, and then I kind of forgot about it, and then I went back and looked at my comment.
So you had to refollow, or you just pulled up his page?
No, I just went to his page.
Okay.
Because I was getting notification. I saw my notifications.
Okay.
So I go and I look at his page, and that comment has like 100 some likes, but even more comments, like 100. Say, when I tell you, did you look at them?
Some of them, yeah.
I opened Pandora's box. Fuck you, culture vulture. We never wanted you. Get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit. Yo, all I said was unfollow, because essentially the post, whether Puba realized this or not, essentially to post a picture of Kanye in that moment and be like, that's my man, that's basically being like, hey, Jews, fuck you. So I said unfollow. I followed you, and I read it as a fuck you. I say unfollow, I'm out. No one was like, oh, man, I understand how this must, maybe he doesn't mean it that way. Nah, Rosenberg, chill. No. Get the fuck out. We never wanted you here. You are the worst culture vulture. You listen, you don't support Kanye, but you play. This is the new thing I'm getting all the time. Everyone thinks this is profound.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I and other DJs, we're not okay with people saying bad shit about Jews, but we're okay with playing violent rap music?
Yeah.
They think it's apples to bananas, and they think it's apples to apples, and it's really fucking annoying. Everyone thinks it's like so profound. Like, yeah, but why do you play? I'm like, wait a second. So, anyways, let me keep going. So, Lord Jamar jumps in the comments.
Well, why wouldn't he?
And why wouldn't he? And by the way, Jamar is a fucking character, bro. We sat and talked to that dude for an hour and a half, whatever it was. With all due respect to Jamar, when it comes to like the argument, the essence of what we were discussing with him, let's just be real. You and I undressed him. Like, we won. It was you could not come away thinking that what Jamar was saying was based in facts anymore. You
about
learned,
you.
Yeah, the stuff about me.
You. Yes. What he thought about you. Yes.
Was based in bullshit. And like, it was basically dispelled in that interview.
Agree.
The reason Jamar is a fucking character, though, is, of course, this comes up. I'm writing unfollow on his man's page. He just jumps right back into the same shit as if we'd never had the conversation in the first place. So I comment back at him. Him and I ended up DMing.
Who, Jamar?
Yeah, me and Jamar. We went back and forth on DM. The second I went to DM with him, by the way, like, this is what I mean about him being a character. Like, totally just wants to have conversation. Did not seem overly angry.
No,
Like,
it's all social. It's showbiz. It's
so,
all showbiz.
So him and I went back and forth. You know, he was throwing that at me, but you play violent rap records. I said, Jamar, you made punks jump up to get beat down. You made a song called Pass Me the Gat. I gotta fight back. I ain't going out on my motherfucking back. He was like, that song was about fighting the oppressor. I'm like, was it? It didn't feel that way at the time. I'll be honest. That Brand Nubian album just felt like some violent shit. If we're being fair, and I love it. Oh no, Punks Jump Up wasn't about that. Was about getting in a fight. Okay, it was still an anthem. It was an anthem in theory for the argument you're using. It was an anthem for young black kids in fighting other young black kids. If we're being honest about at the time what it was. Now, am I supposed to? Do you really think the job, like, it should be part of my job to decide what black artists choose to say? I don't play drill music because drill, I believe, because of the gang affiliations of the artists, legitimately leads to murder. Like, it's not indirect. Shit gets said on a record, someone gets fucking killed. It happens. It's happened so many times. So I don't play it. Is me playing Annie Up, a 20-year-old rap song, for 45-year-old rap fans, am I really contributing to what you're saying? Or am I just playing the art that artists made? And how is that the same as someone choosing to outwardly say hurtful things about another group? It's not.
Yeah, this argument is, there's two solid arguments here. They don't belong together.
But they don't belong together at all.
They don't belong together.
Yeah, you want to say, hey, I think DJs should not be playing the music. That's why. Let's have that conversation. To say that immediately after I go, hey, I don't like that Kanye's talking about how Jews control the media. Will you play violent rap songs? It's just not, you're not thinking, that's not how cogent arguments work. I think Ebro and I reached a point this week, because of course we talk about it so much, where by the end of the week, we were just at a point of like, why are people so fucking dumb? It's just like, it's hard to even.
Yeah, it's really hard. I mean, and then I ask myself, like, am I dumb? Also, here's where I think I'm smart.
Okay.
If I don't know about something, I either ask about it or I stay out of it.
My favorite quality of Cipha sounds.
Right? I try to.
What's that? Cipha goes, what's that? Sometimes he says it about something so basic that you think, what are you, a fucking moron? But I respect the intellectual curiosity, because I don't always do it. Sometimes, you know, blah, 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 right? I'm like, yeah, I do that.
Yeah,
I wish I didn't. Cipha will go, no, what's that? Go, so keep going.
But because I like learning.
Right. You're a learner.
I love it.
KRS had a song about that, learning.
So now, okay, so if I don't know about it, I ask about it or I stay out of it. Thirdly, I make jokes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how my video could pop up on your reels and you're so offended and so disgusted that if I ever looking at a video on TikTok or Instagram and I get so disgusted, I go to that person's page and I see what other disgusting shit they got.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how I could say something on my page and you're so offended, and then you go check me out and go, oh, he's a comedian. Oh, he's fucking around.
Mm-hmm.
He's fucking around. People write on my shit like,
because not everyone's there, because some people there just from the hip hop shit.
Fine.
Wait, were people mad this week?
There was people saying Jewish shit on under my Kanye thing.
Oh, because you were not endorsing. You were in a comedic light way condemning his bullshit. Let's see.
No, in a comedic light way, I was explaining his bullshit.
Yeah, that's true. It wasn't even quite condemning.
My theory is, he's trying to get back with Jay-Z. Jay-Z has a deal with Puma. It was two brothers that started Adidas and then they split. One stayed with Adidas, one created Puma. So it's like a play on words with Jay-Z and Kanye being like brothers because he was like my big brother. And then these brothers started separate sneaker companies. It's like it's a joke.
Hey, you know who commented? You know who commented on here? The Real T Storm.
It's a way to get into the conversation without being in the conversation like you.
And yet people still,
because you want in on the conversation.
No, I don't. I really, for me, the hard part.
What do you mean? You make videos that talking to camera.
Well,
nobody. You are not bound and you are not fucking zip tied reading some cue card from terrorists. Yes, no, you press record and you sit down.
That is correct. I feel for me the hard part is a blurry line between just accepting it, and then it's like if I don't want to do too much, you know, like with all due respect, you know, he's a great guy. But like Kosha Dillz made a rap record going back at Kanye, and he's making it like his entire brand is like, I am not interested in turning my entire brand into I am the fighter against Kanye or I am the Jewish freedom fighter. That is not where I'm going as a brand. However, when you're in the throes of it, right? Like, for example, that day with Puba, I'm just scrolling my IG feed. I'm not looking for anything. And someone that I follow said something that I'm like, oh man, do I let this go? Does that make me like, with all due respect, like, pardon my language, it makes me feel kind of like a pussy. I just accept it and keep, oh, that's nice, double tap. Like, no, he's saying fuck you. Like I'm not some sort of.
He's saying fuck you because you're Jewish?
That's how I see it. That's how
but you're not even overly Jewish.
I know. It's not about
so if somebody was like, if Grand Puba went on his Instagram and burned a Puerto Rican flag, I would not blink twice. I'd be like, oh, he's wilding.
Yeah, but that's not an apples to apples comparison either. It's first of all, well, obviously the history is mad different. Judaism impacts my life a lot more than your Puerto Ricanness impacts your life.
Yeah.
It's like such, I mean, I'll be honest, I think Judaism impacts your life more than Puerto Ricanism impacts your life. Your level of being interested in comedy makes you basically Jewish by proxy. So funny, by the way, when everyone throws all the shit that Jews do, you know, Jews, they run the media.
Yeah. They
run the banks. No one ever throws in like, they're also among the most brilliant comedy minds of all time. No one ever throws in, yo, you know what else Jews are good at? Being doctors and therapists. You can't go 5 blocks without finding 100 Jewish therapists who are all very credible and well rated.
I don't like Larry David controlling my sense of humor and forcing me to laugh.
Yeah, man. And the Beastie Boys, man. What the fuck? Brass Monkey? Fuck does that mean?
Brass Monkey's actually a liquor.
But no one actually, like, because it's so funny. You would think the only thing Jews do is sit and count money. We went on the banks. Okay, there are a lot of Jews and
clip that, post that right away, Billy.
Just alone.
Just that. Put a picture of Gargamel next to Rosenberg.
I'm going to find all the money. You know what sucked about it the most for me too, guys, is that like over the years of all the time Cipha was around, when someone would come up and go, yo, Rosenberg, I know you got the bag. I don't know why I made it sound like LL Cool J. It was never him, but yo, Rosenberg, I know you rich. Let me borrow something, Rosenberg. The reason that sucked is not only because it plays into this trope of like Jews run the world and have money, but like it wasn't true. I had no money. Like at the time I was like, I mean, I make $60,000.
Hey, yo, your fucking Jew lawyer got you all this money. You're like, my brother?
Yeah. How do you have a Jew lawyer? my brother, he went to Fordham Law. He's gonna be paying for going there for the rest of his life. What this isn't some glamorous.
Your Jew lawyer got you the deal. Like Nick.
Yo, I swear to God, I've often gotten. You know why Rosenberg works at Hot 97? His parents own it. I'm like, what? By the way, for the record, we're no longer Jewish owned even.
Oh, fuck. That is so funny, bro.
And by the way, WWE, last time I checked, Vince McMahon, not Jewish, I believe. I believe the McMahons are not Jewish. I work there. Disney, Walt Disney, who owns ESPN. Cipha, I believe the reputation of Walt Disney was not Jewish at all. So I work for 3 companies, none of which are really Jew media in theory.